The Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders have scored a major touchdown. During episode 7 of the second season of America's Sweethearts, Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders, now streaming on Netflix, the women reveal they've been given The Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders have scored a major touchdown. During episode 7 of the second season of America's Sweethearts, Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders, now streaming on Netflix, the women reveal they've been given a 400% pay raise. With Jada McLean, who's been on the squad for 5 years, revealing how much they could now be making. Telling the New York Times in an interview published June 18th that veteran cheerleaders on the team could be earning more than $75 an hour. In response to the pay increase, Dallas Cowboys Senior Vice President of Communications Tad Carper tells NBC News, "We're pleased, as you'll see in the series, that the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders were happy with the outcome." The change in compensation, which takes effect for the 2025 NFL season, marks the end of a years-long fight by the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders for fair pay. NBC Sports reported in 2022 that the cheerleaders were making an average of $22,500 annually, while the club's overall value is estimated to be around $9 billion. This news comes after former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader Erica Wilkins sued the team in 2018 for unfair pay, claiming in the lawsuit per NBC News that she received roughly $7 an hour with no overtime pay and a flat rate of $200 per game, which in total ended up being less than the annual pay for the team's mascot, Rowdy. However, her case was later settled out of court in 2019.
What's up with it, everyone? It's Coffee back at it, and y'all hear that, right? We always hear with those lockouts that happen and everything, the collective bargaining agreements, players pushing for health insurance. They need to get checked up with that CTE. Never forget too, the NFL had all those lawsuits with the CTE. Fucking RG3 went from being like one of the main dudes to being a broadcaster and being all about the NFL. I wonder what they paid him, man. So much stuff goes just unbeknownst to us on the low. But my point is, through all that, right, we hear about revenue sharing when the lockouts happen, revenue sharing, eliminating preseason games, adding a regular season game, health insurance, retirement, etc., all this stuff. But you never really hear about the cheerleaders. And to keep it real, I'm a Bills fan, for those that watch the channel, right? We had a scandal, as there's a scandal here with the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders we're going to get into, aside from how much paper they were making and are making now. But I don't even know if we have a cheerleading squad anymore. I know there was a scandal, and then they got rid of them. And it's like, now, as close as we are to a Super Bowl, all the coverage the Bills get, I don't even know if we got one. I don't think we do. Comment if you know. I remember when David Nelson, I want to say that was like 2011, 2012, his girlfriend, a Bills wide receiver, I think he proposed to her. You'll see one of the clips on this. He scored a touchdown, Bills versus Cowboys, brought her to football. We ended up getting spanked in that game, man. It was ugly. Now the Cowboys, we spanked them last season. It was ugly. They want no smoke with us. We're going to get that ring, y'all. But back when I did know of the Buffalo Jills, the Bills cheerleading squad, it was like, from people that I knew that knew someone or whatever, it was damn near almost like volunteer, you know. And then you look at the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, that's the most famous, most known cheerleaders. They've been referenced in TV shows, movies, pop culture numerous times. You'll see in this clip in Lord of War, good Nicolas Cage movie. Let me know if y'all seen that movie. They're in Africa, right? And this one, and it's just a movie, I'm not saying it's real, but the dude that was like a dictator in this one war-torn country, he had, it was just him, the son, you know, who ruled with an iron fist. And then they had a couple of dotties that rocked with him, and they had them always rocking Dallas Cowboys gear. Ain't that something, man? But the Cowboys cheerleaders were only making $20,500 a season or whatever. And it's a full-time job. They're on the go all day. You know what I mean? Got to travel. There's all kinds of rules. It's a lot, man. So good for them for making more money. You know what I mean? Let me know what you guys think about all that. and what you just think about cheerleading in general. But as far as this scandal, because this all comes from this Netflix docu-series, which I didn't even know existed, America's Sweethearts or something like that. It's into season 2. Tap in if you've seen it. Is it worth watching? What do you think of it, etc.? This one chick that was the head cheerleader, I guess like the captain, they don't reference her like that, but she was more or less the number one. And when the Cowboys went on a trip to the Bahamas, she broke an ugly rule, right? She brought a dude up to her room, but she says there was nothing actual about it. She just needed someone to be there for her. I think I seen something about she had just got out of an abusive relationship or something like that. And listen, at any job, and that scandal that I was talking about with the Bills and Cowboys cheerleaders, I believe that was players fucking around with the cheerleaders. I'm not 100% on that, but at any job, you work at a restaurant, you work at a car dealership, you work at anywhere, people are gonna fuck around with each other. I've cheated and been cheated on like that, man. And yo, don't cheat no one. It just ain't it. I swear. For real. Cheating is just all bad. But yeah, that's what happens, man. But it's forbidden to the cheerleaders. Players been slaying, knocking down cheerleaders forever. You know what I mean? I wonder if they get in trouble or not. Probably not. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, she got removed from her number one spot, was gone. She came back for like one more game, not as the head cheerleader anymore, and then gracefully bowed out, got a hip surgery, and went into retirement. It's almost like when a dirty cop gets caught up, they get forced into retirement. But you see what she's talking about. She's like, yo, I was only thinking in the moment. I needed someone at that time, you know. She was hurting, and she swears that they didn't get busy. I mean, hell, you might as well have, for losing your whole career as a cheerleader. But I don't know, it depends how you look at that. Some people look at cheap hookups as not meaning nothing, you know, as senseless, and regret them. What say you? Leave it all in the comments below, and let me know if you've seen that show, if you can shed a little more light on this story. That just seems crazy, man. She lost it all from bringing a guy up to her room. And you see the one cheerleader that commented, I'm not going all over their statements, but you'll see them popping up on the screen and all that. She was saying, you know, a lot of people look at it like she put us in danger. She put, you know, brought a total stranger around us. I'm sure the Cowboys cheerleaders have all kinds of weirdos and stalkers or whatever, but I don't know. She was just needed some consolement, man. You know, life on the road was tough for her. She just became single, and she needed some healing. Apparently not actual healing, but some healing nonetheless. So tap in. Let me know if you've seen that show. Let me know what you think about the pay scale and everything else we touched on this one. Sub up to the channel if you're new. It's Coffee. Thank you for tuning in. I'm up out of here, y'all. Peace.